about another round for Brewsday Tuesday. Here is DreZ and Huck.
Yes, indeed, a very special round 3 of Brewsday Tuesday as we are live on location at the Blacksburg Macado upstairs in the beer cave. I am joined with Huck as always.
Oh yeah, it's always a problem when you have 3 sessions. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it can get a little crazy. But hey, before we jump in to this next brewery rep from South Street, we forgot to untap the Virginia Snakebite.
Well, actually, I didn't forget. I just forgot to mention it.
Well, I didn't untap it.
Okay.
So what did you give the
I gave it a 4. I thought it's really a good mixture.
It's
really
good mix?
Good mix.
I'm with you.
Yeah, we should do a whole show on mixed beers.
We should. Well,
I think that's upcoming.
File that one away.
Yeah, it's upcoming.
I'm going to give it a 4.5, man. I thought that was really solid.
Oh,
I thought that was the best of both worlds right there with that little combo.
Nice.
So, moving on, we are out here in honor of the Blacksburg Brew which is rapidly approaching, the 9th annual Brew happening at the VT Corporate Research Center. And we do have tickets to give away. Premier tickets, actually. In fact, we're going to do a drawing for some of those right now, but still more tickets to give away. Lots of swag and stuff because, well, when you're going out to represent your brewery, you can't come empty-handed, isn't that right?
No, there's some backlash if you do that.
Yeah.
Greg knows what I'm talking about. We got Greg joining us now from South Street Brewing, which we've brought up South Street we've had him a few times on the show.
Well, they have my favorite beer name beer.
Which one?
Satan's Pony.
Satan's Pony.
My favorite beer name.
People love that name.
And
I've never seen a better name.
Well, not only that, but it's a great beer.
Yeah, they're all good beers.
Yeah,
and
about as close to perfect balance, I think, as you can get in an amber.
Really is nice.
Yeah.
And not to blow your head up or anything, but out of all the Charlottesville breweries, which there's a lot of,
okay,
you might be my favorite.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to hear that.
Not only because of the good beer, but also I've been there and the food was banging as well.
Yeah, the food's
And I'm not just saying that because I know I said that with those back, but maybe I drink a lot of beer and I love the good food.
No, I think it's a beer people make good food.
And I remember the menu was really unique though. Like it was some weird stuff on there that I was like, oh, we got to try this, and it was all really good. But I digress. South Street is here, and we're sipping on the soft serve, which is an ice cream porter, which is pretty unique, man. How'd y'all come up with that idea?
We just kind of wanted to do something a little outside the box. During, that it comes out in March. During that time, people are starting to shy away from dark beer, but there's still a good place in the market for dark beer. But you want to make it refreshing, so sweeten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Put in the lactose sugar, vanilla beans, cocoa nibs, give it an authentic ice cream flavor. So as it starts to warm up in April, May, June, the beer's still around. So now, that's when you start eating ice cream. Why wouldn't you want to drink ice cream?
I know, right?
Absolutely.
I know Huck and I aren't huge on the darker beers. Porters and stouts don't get probably as much love on the show as they should. But, this one's not bad.
No, it's tasty pudding.
Tasty pudding. This is the one. I was skeptical. I had just taken the job being the sales representative, and the brewers were telling me this beer was coming out. And I was like, guys, I don't know. And but then it came out, and I'm like, okay, I'm never going to question anything again. You guys just do what you do. There's a reason that you guys are brewing and I'm selling.
What's the APV on this one?
It comes in at 9.01.
That's what we call a Huck session beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely a Huck session.
What is awesome, Delirium Tremens? Like your, is that your
That's a Huck Day birthday session.
That's a birthday? Okay,
yeah, birthday session. Over 12, birthday session.
Okay, gotcha.
So you said that this came out right when you were first started there. How long ago was that? How long you been with South Street?
I've been with South Street now for a little over 2 years.
All right.
So this came in a few months into my tenure. So this is the second year that we have brewed this beer.
Okay, cool. So just like I've asked everybody else, man, what do we got to look forward to for South Street? Because I know, like I said, you guys have come out with a lot of great, unique ones. A lot of them are coming to mind. Satan's Pony, of course, is the first one I think of. But what is it? Acoustic Kitty is one that I really love. Yeah. That one is fantastic.
Our oat double IPA brewed with rolled and flaked oats. Give it a little bit bigger mouthfeel. Kind of a take on that New England style IPA. But with
a great name, too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll tell you guys that story off the air. But if anybody has time, go to Wikipedia, look up Acoustic Kitty. It's a fun story.
Okay.
Kind of poking fun at what happens with the taxpayers' dollars.
Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to find out more.
Yeah,
that's what we call
Don't get me going there.
Yeah,
leave me out of that combo.
Yeah, so it's a long story, but go on Wikipedia, just type in Operation Acoustic Kitty. It's It's a Cold War reference.
Oh, okay. What you guys got anything cool and unique like that on the way?
Yeah, we've got some really cool stuff coming up. Right now, the one that we just released is actually a silver medalist from Great American Beer Festival last year. It's Twisted Gourd. It is a pumpkin chocolate chai imperial ale.
Oh,
There's really a heavy focus on the chai. You got to stand out in the pumpkin market.
So wouldn't this beer here do well aged in something?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what should happen here.
We did one time we did barrel age it when it came out and it was so successful. We ended up doing a variant that was barrel aged peanut butter cup soft serve.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. It was dangerously good.
So I don't see you guys do a lot of like cask beers.
No. The cask thing has kind of died down.
You think it has? Because I was liking that. You know?
Yeah. Well, I've talked to a lot of bars about doing events with a cask before, and it's the same thing. You get like 5% of your drinkers actually want it. So they buy
but we're the strong ones.
That's 100% of us over here.
We got the money and the time, you know. But I'm just saying.
I know, but
I see what you're saying. Yeah. It is kind of a niche market.
It is. It's such a limited part of the demographic.
Certain breweries have made a kind of a thing out of it, you know.
They have.
I won't say Heavy Seas because but where they actually get people to come up and do their own.
Well, and for those listening out there that doesn't know what we mean when we say cask beer, what does that mean?
That means that you take a beer and you put it and you flavor it in some way and you serve it so it's kind of self-fermented and you hammer a tap into it. It's kind of cool and everybody pours it out. It's a little warmer than regular beer, so people are having something they have never had before.
Right.
You know, I went to the Church Key in D.C. and the first time I didn't know anything about beer, and the guy asked me what I thought about beer, what I liked, blah, 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 blah. He gave me a Bell's Two-Hearted Ale on cask, and that's probably still the best beer I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That particular one at that particular time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it can be really good, or it can be really bad.
Well,
I've had something really bad.
I've only been to one cask event, and it was one that I was working. And just kept getting the same remark all day, and that's the beer's a little flat. And it's like,
it is.
It's a cask beer.
That's the way it is.
And so I just think so many of the people that are out there just don't understand it. They don't get it.
Right.
So, I mean, if you're going to do something, it really has to revolve around the cask.
And it probably needs to be somewhere where people understand beer.
Sure.
Without a doubt. Well, so does that mean maybe a cask beer brew do? Probably not. But what are you guys bringing to brew do from South Street? Do you know?
I actually haven't decided yet.
So
yeah. So I'm
maybe a little Satan's Pony.
Satan's Pony is pretty much at every festival. With that,
there you go.
That being our flagship.
Are you sending anything to the Great American Beer Festival? Because that's where I'll be drinking that day.
We are, and that is the owners and the brewers decide on that. So I'm outside of those discussions.
Okay. Well, I'll be there and I'll let you know.
We picked up a bronze
Give me your number.
and
I'll
silver
text
last
you.
year. So
yeah, you guys did good.
More, yeah.
I wasn't there. I go every other year. So.
Oh, okay, cool. I've never been myself. I would like to go someday.
It's a great party.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd have a lot of fun and remember none of it.
Again, we'll talk about that after.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
great party.
Either way, Satan's Pony for sure over at the 9th Annual Blacksburg Brew Day, which I think it's time to do a drawing, man.
Okay,
we do have some tickets to give away. Once again, we're out here at Macado's in Blacksburg. In fact, we're still going to be here for a little bit longer, at least till 7 or so. And then we're heading to the after party over at Sharky's in downtown Blacksburg, where we will have more Brew Do tickets to give away and swag. But in the meantime, this is for Premier tickets, which once again, Premier tickets
what
for
does that
Blacksburg
include,
Brew Do.
DreZ?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Huck. That's going to get you into the festival an hour earlier, so you're beating all the lines, which is fantastic. You're also going to get to do a bunch of exclusive tastings. So, while everybody else is just going around hitting the normal spots inside the tent, you'll be able to try a few beers that aren't open to the general public.
There you go.
Also, you got the Premier tent, which means you can go in there and chill. You can maybe, use the bathrooms, more exclusive bathrooms, which is great. Some food will get throughout the festival. So, it's definitely something to look into. Premier ticketing, of course, they are in limited quantity. So if you want them, buy them now.
Better get on that.
Brewdo.com. If you're a true, Brew Do Beer Fest lover, that's definitely the way to go. Although one person doesn't need to buy them because they just scored them. Who ended up winning those, Greg?
This gentleman and his name, and I'm just going to throw in there the exclusive bathrooms are worth it.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely worth it.
So yeah, the gentleman who wins this, his name is Eric Chapman.
Eric
Chapman.
Big E.
Chapman.
There you
All
go.
right, Eric, congratulations,
So-
brother.
I just want to throw out there, though, you know, being a man, that, you know, that the personal bathrooms are almost everywhere.
Yeah.
You can find a spot.
Not
But
like
no.
learning that, Huck.
Well, I'm a lifelong golfer. I attest to that. Yeah.
Well, go to Brewdoo and see. Well, Huck, thankfully, Huck won't be
Well,
there.
he won't be there.
Yes, he'll be peeing somewhere.
I'll be peeing somewhere in Denver.
But I'll definitely be there, and I'm super stoked for it. The 9th annual Blacksburg Brewdoo, once again, is October 7th, VT Corporate Research Center. We're going to be hanging out here, giving away more tickets if you want to join us at the Macado in Blacksburg. We're hanging out for a little bit longer, and then, of course, the after party over at Sharky's. Huck, you're following me there.
I'm definitely going.
Actually,
That's on
I'm
my
your
way
ride.
home.
I'm your ride.
Yeah, you're my ride.
Yeah, you're definitely coming.
That's on my way
We'll
home.
see you there. Greg, I appreciate you hopping on the show with us, my man.
My pleasure.
That's
Thank
a
you
wrap
all.
on the Brewsday Tuesday Brewdoo edition. We'll do another one later on, but in the meantime, we're getting back to the tunes. It's time to shout at the devil right here on 105.3 The Bear, your New River Valley's rock station.